Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Darian and welcome to another week of the Magical Readathon. So it is Monday morning, September 15th, kicking off the third week of the readathon, and I wanted to do a little challenge this week. I wanted to do one of those where it's like blank chooses how much I read or blank chooses how many pages I read. You know those challenges, they're really popular right now. But I was trying to think of something different, something that I haven't really seen before because of who I am as a person. I gotta be unique and special. So I was asking my friends for ideas, and my friend Erica P, shout out, she gave me this great idea. She suggested I let Candy Crush choose how many pages I read every day for a week, which Candy Crush is kind of my current hyperfixation right now. Obviously, I played a lot in high school when it like kind of first became a thing. Then I didn't play for a long time, and then a lot of my friends still play it, and I was like, oh, let me just see if it's still fun. And oops. It's a little addicting. I started playing it again like a month ago maybe, and I'm just a little addicted. So I thought that was a great idea because it's something like prominent in my life right now, I guess. So the way it's gonna work is that I am gonna screen record me playing it. I'm gonna play a level, and depending on how many lives it takes for me to complete the level, that's how many pages I'm gonna read every day. So one try is gonna be 50 pages, 2 is gonna be 100 pages, 3 will be 150, and so on, so that the max will be 250 because I do work, and that would be difficult to read more than that. I mean, 250 is gonna be rough, especially if it's a day that I work, so we'll see how that goes. So today, like I said, it's Monday. I do work today, and it's my closing shift day, so I work 1 to 9. So my only time to read is really now, and then when I get home from work, but I'm usually quite tired after that shift. Now, I did decide that like I can use all the little like bonuses, I don't know what to call them, the little things that help you, like, you know, if you know Candy Crush, you know, there's like little candies that you can have, like a booster, I guess, maybe booster is the right word. So like I could use those no problem, but if ever I like don't complete the level, but I decide to use the gold bars to like give me more turns, then I have to add 25 pages. That's what I've decided. Hopefully that makes sense. I mean, if not, you'll see. So I'm screen recording, and I have not played at all today, so I don't know if I have an easy level or a hard level. We'll find out. Yes, hello. Okay, I gotta get through all of these first. So it's always gonna be whatever level I open to, the first level I play that day. And if you're thinking, oh, but she's just gonna strategize it so that it's always an easy level, I will not, because I will not be thinking that far ahead, I can assure you. So here, let's spin our booster wheel. Okay, we need all the help we can get. Okay, level 628. And I have these. I don't think I need the fish. I'm gonna be cocky. So let's see. I feel like this will go okay. Also, like, if you're an expert Candy Crush player, I'm just doing my best, okay? I do this, it's just a silly, goofy time. I don't take it very seriously. So if I make stupid mistakes, don't even look at me. Yay! Okay, so I did it with my first turn, so I get to read 50 pages today, which should be doable. I have a bit of time. It is currently 10:30, so I have a couple, yeah, I'll leave in about 2 hours. I'll probably just watch some booktube for a bit, and then I will read. So we have to talk about what I'm reading. So if you saw last week's vlog, you know I am currently reading Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. I am currently on page 182. I'm reading this for the prompt for the Magical Readathon. What is the class? The class is for spells and incantations. I have to roll a dice, and then whatever number I got corresponded to how many pages, like how long the book is. So 1 would be 100 pages, to 200 pages and so on, and I got 6. So I had to read a book with between 600 and 699 pages. So I chose this one because my brain has just not been all there lately, just with like everything happening in the world and stuff. And the last few books I read, I finished The Ending Fire last week, which was, you know, high epic fantasy. And I just needed something that I could kind of turn my brain off. So I chose this, and am I enjoying it? I don't know how to explain it. I think the best way to explain it is that it's like watching a car crash. Like, it's not good, but I can't look away. Like, there's parts where, if you don't know, this book follows these two characters, Johnny and Shannon, who go to the same school, and they have a cute little meet cute where he gives her a concussion. And then they're just like instantly drawn to each other, and it's just about like them and their lives and the pressures they're under. And I do think this series talks a lot about mental health and stuff. So, I mean, Shannon was like heavily bullied at her last school, so she's clearly dealing with some trauma because of that. Oh, uh-oh. Something took Laszlo by surprise. And Johnny has a injury that is affecting his rugby career because he is like a star rugby player. He's supposed to go places, but this injury is kind of like messing things up for him. So they're both dealing with things. It's not written very well. There's parts in this book where like they will interact and I'm like hee hee hee, kicking my feet. It's cute. And then there's other parts of this book where I'm like like, why are teenagers talking about this? I mean, obviously teenagers talk about a lot of things and do a lot of things, but like, it also feels weird for like a grown woman, like to read a grown woman writing these things that these teenagers are saying. I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm having like kind of conflicted feelings about it. In general, I am definitely treating this as like a popcorn read. Like, it's not good. It's not good for me. But I'm kind of eating it up. It's like watching a reality TV show, you know? So I'm gonna keep reading it. And yeah, I thought doing this challenge this week would be good because I don't want this book to take too long, because yes, it reads very fast, but the font is so small, and obviously it's 600 pages, so yes. So this is all I'm reading right now. I would like to start an audiobook at some point, but I don't know what yet. But yeah, so 50 pages for today. That should be pretty doable. I'm excited that's what we're starting with, especially on the day I work late. That's perfect. Tomorrow I don't work, so we can do with a higher number tomorrow, just not today. So yeah, so I'll get these 50 pages read and we'll check back in tomorrow. Hello everyone, it is Tuesday. I'm not feeling great today. I really did not sleep well. I was up way too late doom scrolling. Why did I do that? I don't know. So I'm doing this to myself. I mean, also I'm pretty sure my period is starting, and I'm really tired. I have a bit of a headache. I'm just not feeling good today. So, I mean, I'm gonna try my best to stay off of social media as much as possible today because it's just kind of ruining everything. So we're gonna do our Candy Crush. Jesus Christ. I have not played yet today. I have no idea what level I'm on. Honestly, like, I wouldn't mind a bigger page count today because I would like to read instead of scrolling on my phone. But also, like, I feel like as soon as I pick up my book, I'm gonna fall asleep. Okay, so we're on level 637. Let's get our booster. It is one of the easier levels, I guess, so honestly, if I get 50 pages again, I mean, I would like to read more than 50 pages today. I have the day off. Okay, wait. Okay. So I'll have that, and that's it. All right, let's see. How the heck am I supposed to get that? Okay. What am I missing? Oh, there. We did it. I promise at some point these will get more high stakes. But this might be for the best today because I'm just so tired and like out of it. So I will read. By the way, I did read my 50 pages yesterday. I read a bit before work. I read a bit during my lunch break, or I guess my dinner break, and then I finished up what I had left when I got home last night. And then I was like, oh, I'm so tired, I'm gonna go straight to bed. No. No. Because I doom scrolled. Ugh. Anyways, whatever. It's a new day, a new dawn. It's a new life. So yeah, we're gonna read our 50 pages. I don't really have anything new to say about this book except definitely trigger warning for abuse, family abuse, I guess. The main character, Shannon, her father is very abusive towards her and her siblings, like both physically and verbally. So trigger warnings for that. That was not, I mean, her mom is not abusive, but she doesn't do anything to stop the dad from hurting their kids. So it's not a great situation. She does not have a great home life. So I just wanted to mention that. But aside from that, I don't really have any new thoughts. It's still like, I don't know, I wouldn't call this good, but I'm still interested to see what's gonna happen. So that's my reading update. Thank God I have the day off today because I am just, you know, so I'm gonna just go relax and try to get my 50 pages read without falling asleep. Good evening. As you can see, we're doing great. I have to catch you guys up on the past few days because I have been fighting for my life. So today is Thursday. The last time we spoke was Tuesday. I mentioned that I was not feeling very good, and that remained to be true the rest of that day, and also yesterday, and also today. So I did end up getting my period yesterday. So Tuesday was kind of like the pre-game, you know? Super fun. So I just basically had a headache all day, and then you know how it is. So I did not end up reading my 50 pages on Tuesday. I read, I think it was 30, because I had to add 16 pages, so it was 34. Because I just like, I spent that day just like going between reading a couple pages and then napping and then just like watching booktube and whatever. Like I was just kind of doing whatever I felt like because I was not feeling good. And then Tuesday night, Dancing with the Stars started. I don't know if I mentioned that, but you may know Dancing with the Stars, very important to my mother and I. We've been watching it together since I was very young, since I was in high school at least. So over 10 years, probably like 15 years now, honestly. Anyways, we've been watching it together for a very long time, so that's kind of our little tradition. And so we watched that Tuesday night. That was very fun. Obviously, I'm rooting for Robert Irwin because him and Bindi, my favorite people in the world. Like truly, if I could pick anyone famous to have dinner with, it would be them. I love them so much. I remember watching, sorry if you don't care about Dancing with the Stars, but I do remember watching Bindi's season, which was 10 years ago. And like, oh my God, I cried so much, and I know I will cry so much with Robert this season. So he is who I am rooting for, in case anyone was wondering. But yes, that was Tuesday. Yesterday, I will put the screen recording here because I did work yesterday, and I did my little Candy Crush before I had to leave for work yesterday, so I didn't film like myself doing it, but I filmed the screen recording. So I have the proof. I did in fact beat the level on the first try, so that was 50 pages plus the 16 I had missed from the day before, which makes 66. Nope, 64. Wait. 66 pages from the day before, which I completed pretty easily because I took the bus to work yesterday, so I listened to an audiobook and I listen fairly quickly. I listen at usually like 2.2 times speed. So I did a little math once I got to work and I had ended up listening to 80 pages of the book. So I completed that pretty easily. The book I started was With a Vengeance by Riley Sager. This is my second Riley Sager book. The only other one I've read is Home Before Dark, which I did not like very much. And I've heard a lot of negative things about this one. So, but like the premise got me. I love the idea of like a locked room mystery, an isolated mystery. They're on a train. I've never read or watched Murder on the Orient Express, so like obviously it is inspired by that because of the train, but aside from that I'm not gonna get any like references it makes because I'm sure it's making some references, but I'm not very far. I think I'm like 21% into that. But essentially it takes place in, I think, the 50s, and it's kind of like your typical murder mystery. Like, I have a feeling it's very similar to Murder on the Orient Express. There's one person who invites a group of people onto the train because they all had a part in ruining her family's life, and she's gonna make them pay somehow. And then I think at least one of them will die on the train, and it's like, oh my god, what's going on? So I'm just listening to that. I am reading that for the Magical Readathon for, which class is it for? The Q in astronomy. So I did get the O in astronomy with the Ending Fire. The Q is to read a genre you don't read often, and I haven't read many mysteries this year. In fact, have I even read any? Maybe I have, but I can't think of any. So yeah, mysteries are definitely, it's hard just because like mystery thrillers, wow, this lighting is not, so sorry about this. How do I make this better? Is that better? I don't know. But yeah, mystery thrillers like tend to be, out of all the genres besides horror, they are the most likely to be triggering for me. So it's kind of hard, but also like, since I know it's a murder mystery, like I can expect, you know, things. So anyways, I don't read it often, so I had the holdout from Libby, decided to listen to this. So yeah, I'm like kind of intrigued. I mean, it's not like I'm not hating it, I'm not loving it, I'm just like, oh, what's gonna happen, you know, which I guess is all I can ask for. So I did listen to that yesterday, and I also did read some of this yesterday. I think I only ended up reading like maybe 20 pages or something. I feel like I am losing steam a little bit in this book. It's definitely getting a little bit darker. We're finding out more information about, especially about Shannon and like her home life. And I would say definitely check the trigger warnings of this book and probably all the books in this series, because there's some dark stuff in this book and I don't know how I feel about it. Is the author handling it well? I don't know. It does make me feel a little uncomfortable, but like obviously it's supposed to. So do I have any special insight to say on that? Not really. Am I still enjoying it? I don't even know. Like I want to know. I'm definitely gonna finish it and I want to see what happens. And like, am I rooting for these characters? I think so. I'm rooting for Shannon, that's for sure. Johnny, sometimes I like Johnny, sometimes sometimes not so much, but I don't know. It's very like, it's a very interesting reading experience. I definitely see why people like this series. I see why it's appealing. It's just not very well written. That's like the main thing, is that the writing is not very good. So I don't know. I think I will try the second book at least, just to see if maybe the writing improves. I don't know, there's just something about this book that like, I'm not loving it, but I still want to read it, you know? I don't know. Anyways, so I have read a little bit today. Oh yeah, so this morning, this is what happened today. This morning, before I left for work, I did my Candy Crush, and this time it took me 2 lives to finish the level, but I did use the like gold bars to give me more turns. So that would mean I have to read 125 pages today. And then I went to work for 2 hours and then I was just not feeling well. I started my period yesterday and normally day 2 is the worst day for me. Yesterday I was feeling rough and today like my cramps were much better today, but I was feeling so dizzy and I was just sitting there at work like I could not focus. So I ended up leaving after 2 hours. I came home, I passed out. I slept for a while, and then I was playing Disney Dreamlight Valley and just watching booktube and stuff. So I have read a tiny bit today. I think I've only read 1 chapter, so I've read about 10 pages. So honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna hit that 125 pages today, and I'm trying to decide if I don't hit it, whether I'm just gonna scrap today just because I'm not feeling well, or if I want to add those pages onto tomorrow because it is my weekend now. I don't know. We'll see. But whatever I decide, hopefully you guys will understand because I chose the wrong week to do this. Like, I've just not been feeling well, and especially being dizzy makes it hard for me to read. And I could just listen to my audiobook, but you know, whatever. So yeah, so right now it is 7, a bit after 7. I am planning to play a bit more Disney Dreamlight Valley. I also, like last night after work, all I wanted to do was watch Gilmore Girls. I have been thinking of, I know like fall is a very popular time to watch that show. I have a very, here's my relationship with Gilmore Girls. I watched it for the first time when I was 12. And that was a very formative time, you know, a very formative time for a girl. And so I ate it up when I was 12. Did I understand all the references and like everything that was going on? No. But I like kind of attached myself to Rory. She liked to read. I like to read. She went to a fancy school. I like to imagine going to a fancy school. She had boys who liked her and I was like, oh my god, this is what high school is going to be like. All the boys are going to like me. No. So anyways, I ate that show up when I was 12. Then I only rewatched it again when they first put it on Netflix, which was right before the, what is it called? The reunion, I guess, came out. And then I rewatched it with my mom a couple years ago now. And I have realized that the first like 3 or 4 seasons I really like. After that, everyone just gets really annoying. Rory makes so many bad decisions and she is so frustrating. I mean, Lorelai is also very frustrating. Also, obviously, oh my god, so sorry about this lighting. Wait, is that better? Is this better? I don't know. So sorry. Yeah, I'm Team Jess. I love Jess. Does he make mistakes? Yeah. And I love him. Last night, I really felt like watching Gilmore Girls because it's fall. It's especially the first, and I'd say the first 2 seasons are like peak cozy. And so I watched it with my boyfriend who's never seen it before. He got very invested, which was great. And so I just watched another episode with dinner and I think I'm gonna watch a couple more tonight. I think I am. You can't stop me. And then I'll probably read a little bit more. So am I gonna get to 125 pages today? Probably not. Probably not, but that's okay. I kind of think I might just forget today, scratch it from the record because I just have not been feeling great today, and hopefully you guys understand. So that's where I'm at. But I really would like to finish this book in this vlog. I mean, it is long. I'm about halfway through now. But yeah, I always feel bad when I don't finish a book in a vlog because I feel like then it's just unfinished. I don't know. So we're just gonna see. We're gonna see what happens, and hopefully I will come back to you tomorrow feeling much better and actually being able to read what I'm supposed to read. Okay. Hello, it is the next day. It is Friday. I am feeling not much better today, but I am feeling better. I am definitely still feeling, Tiger's yelling at me. I'm definitely still feeling some effects from my period. This period has been one of the worst ones in a while. Like I normally have, I don't care if this is TMI, you're gonna hear it. I normally have bad cramps and I normally get dizzy, but this time the cramps felt worse and I felt more dizzy. My cramps are finally okay now, but I'm still feeling a little dizzy, so I'm gonna try to go for a walk. I think getting some fresh air will help. Hopefully I don't pass out. I think I'll be fine. I'll be fine. So I'm gonna go for a little walk and probably get some coffee and maybe some treats. I have to pick up a hold from the library. So I'm gonna go on a little outing in a second, but I do need to do my Candy Crush for the day. So I did decide we're just gonna forget yesterday ever happened. There was no way I was reading 125 pages yesterday. It just was not gonna happen. I really was not feeling well. I did read a little bit last night, but I think I read like maybe 30 or 40 pages. So we're just gonna forget it happened. I'm not adding it on to today or anything. And if you're like, oh my God, why would you do that when you had the most amount of pages? You're just avoiding it or whatever. That's what my brain is telling me. I don't know if anyone actually cares that much. But yeah, in case you think that, whatever. Like I really was not feeling well yesterday. So we're gonna start fresh today. And full disclosure, I have played Candy Crush a little bit today. I played a few levels before, so it's not my first time playing today. But you'll see as I just opened the app, I did not remember this, but I am on one of the legendary levels, so that's not good. And I only have 2 lives right now. Great. So we're just gonna do it. Let me move to make sure there's enough room. I'd be fine with like a cute 100 pages to read today because I've done, well, I still need to go on my walk. It's 3 o'clock now. I just finished editing last week's vlog and it's hard to talk and do this at the same time. I edited last week's vlog and I just showered, obviously, so I'm gonna go for my walk, and when I come back I'll like make the thumbnail for the video and everything, and then after that I think I'm gonna get to reading. I am a little nervous about falling asleep because I'm still pretty tired just from my period and everything. So yeah, we'll see. This is already not looking great for me. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. This is not good. Okay, hopefully I get it this time because, I mean, I don't have any boosters. We're just gonna have to do our best. Sometimes I'm like, oh, here. Like I'm looking, I turned it off where they like give you the hints because the shaking and jumping or whatever was bothering me. But then the problem is sometimes I don't know what to do. I didn't realize I only had 2 lives left. Okay. Oh, it's not good. It's not good. Yeah. This isn't good. This isn't good. Oh God. Okay. So it looks like we're reading at least 150 pages. You know what will help is when I go on my walk, I will listen to my audiobook. So that'll help because I listen faster than I read physically. Why are there so many? Oh my God. What the heck? It's not, oh, I forgot to look as, okay. Okay, I'm gonna use the bonus. So if I get it now, that'll be 175 pages per my own rules. Lazo barked, so sorry about that. Okay, I'm on 14. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Lazo, don't do it. He's gonna do it. Okay, maybe I can do this. Okay, I just have a few more. Okay, I could do this. I could do this. There we go. 175 pages. 175 pages. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. Well, like I said, my audiobook will help. And then I'll just try to lock in and get a lot of Binding 13 read today. Like I said, I really hope I finish that in this vlog because I feel like I've been reading that for way too long now. So I'm gonna go on my walk. I'm gonna listen to With a Vengeance. And then I'm gonna try to read 175 pages today. And all the animals will yell at me, so that's fun. But yeah, okay, we'll do our best today. I'll see you tomorrow. Hi everyone. Don't bark. Don't. What did I just say? Oh my god. We'll see if we can make it through this update. See, the thing is I'm home alone right now, and Laszlo, when I'm home alone, he makes it his mission to protect me, and all he does is stresses me out because he barks so much. But anyways, hi. Today's Saturday, and it is late in the day. It is almost 6 o'clock. We haven't, well, I have played Candy Crush today, but I haven't chosen my pages yet. If you're wondering how yesterday went, oh, what happened to my bookmark? Little like tassel cut off. That's so sad. It must have happened when it was in my bag. Anyway, if you're wondering if I read the 175 pages yesterday, the short answer is no. I did. So what happened was I ended up going on my walk. I listened to 10% of With a Vengeance, and then I calculated, and I think that ended up being like 34 pages or 38 pages. I can't remember which one, but it was 30 something pages. So then I found what I had left to read in Binding 13 and I marked the page. I dog-eared it, which I never do, by the way. So I was supposed to have read up to page 464 yesterday, and I got to 393. And then I was too sleepy. Also yesterday I was like feeling really stressed. I don't know what was going on with me. So the short answer is no, I did not complete it, but I am hoping to add it on to today. No, I have not read anything yet today, but I am not doing anything this evening. I do have work tomorrow, and I'm definitely feeling the Sunday scaries, except it's Saturday scaries for me. So I'm gonna try to relax as much as I can tonight. And I will do that by playing some Switch and reading. So I'm hoping I get like max 100 pages to read, because I have, how many pages left from yesterday? Math, like 70, about 70 pages. I was about 70 pages short yesterday. So I have to add that either 50 or 100. I'm telling you right now, if I got to 250, that is not happening. So yeah, that's where we're at. I don't really have any more thoughts on either of the books I am reading. This continues to get darker. And With a Vengeance, we had our first murder. You know, it's okay. I don't know. I'm not interested in it, but I wouldn't say I'm interested in it, but like it's a good book to pass the time. I'm interested enough to be like, okay, who's behind all this and all that. So yeah. But like I've said like a million times in this video, this looks so sad with the little, can you see it? I'm so sad, and this is one of my favorite bookmarks because my bestie Lisa gave it to me. It's from the shop Fleur on Sunday, and it has my date that I went to the Eras tour. I mean, obviously it doesn't need a tassel, but I'm sad. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, so yes, I would like to finish this by tomorrow. So hopefully I can get some good reading tonight. Definitely catch up to where I was supposed to get to yesterday, and then whatever I get today. So I guess we should do that, eh? While I play Candy Crush, I'm gonna be cutting so many of Laszlo's barks, but there's no way I can film this at like a time where he's not barking because he's always barking. So I'm gonna try to cut out as many barks as I can. So today well, first of all, I got my nails done. Look how pretty. Wait. Hello. They are like a very dark purple. Perfect for fall and for Halloween. So I did that, and then I went to the mall because I had to return some clothes I had ordered. And then I went to, I'm putting all the boosters on because I really just want 50 pages today. I needed to return clothes, and then I also got some new shoes. I needed some like sneakers and then also some like nicer shoes for work. So I bought 2 pairs of shoes. One of the pairs was on sale. So yeah, that's what I did today, which is why I have not read or anything yet. But I have no plans tonight. I'm hoping I can get some decent reading done. Oh, another thing that we need to talk about. Oh my god, can't believe I forgot about this. But I watched K-pop Demon Hunters last night. Finally, I am very late to the party, but obviously it was so much fun. It definitely got more real than I was expecting. Yay, 50. So let's add 50 to where I ended up. 464, which means I need to go to, is that 514? Yes, 514. Oh my god. Oh my god, well that is the start of a chapter, which is nice. So let's take this, make a new footnote. Perfect. So I have to read a little over 100, like 120 pages tonight. Can I do that? Okay, well now, this is how many pages I have to read, which doesn't look like much, but remember the pages are Bible thin. But then I would be about 100 pages away from the end, which I could probably do tomorrow. Okay, anyways, I watched K-pop Demon Hunters. I really had a lot of fun with it. I thought it was so fun, and it also got real. But I'm so glad I finally watched it. And of course I've been listening to the soundtrack all day. Golden is like, oh my god, it's such a good song. So yeah, I guess I'll end this clip because Laszlo's not gonna stop barking. I'm so sorry. And like, in case you think I neglect him or something, if you see what I do for that boy, I'm not even gonna. So anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna try to read 100 and, what is it? What did I say? 120 pages? Is that what I said? Yeah, about 120 pages. And I'm a slow reader, let's remember that. We'll try our best. Listen, there's no stakes. Whatever, this is just a fun video. I chose the wrong week to do it because I got my period. By the way, I'm feeling much better today, thank God. But that period really took me out. Anyway, I am gonna go heat up some pizza, and I'll probably play some Disney Dreamlight Valley, and then we're gonna try to read 120 pages. We'll see what happens. I got my pizza. I got Gavin's new video. Tiger's coming. She wants my pizza. Woohoo! So, this vlog has been a little bit of a disaster. So sorry about that. So I am here to tell you that today is Wednesday. It's Wednesday, the 24th of September. And I need to end this vlog. So let me catch you guys up on the past few days. So remember Saturday, I had, I think it was like 100, was it 175 pages to read? I didn't do it. No, I didn't do it. I think I read a decent amount on Saturday, but I could not I could not get all of those pages read. So then Sunday I said, okay, instead of adding more pages, I'm just gonna try to catch up to where I was supposed to get to on Saturday, which I did. I marked the page down. I don't remember what it was at this point, but I marked the page down and I got to that on Sunday. But I didn't finish the book yet. Monday, I didn't have much time to read because I work late those days, so I ended up finishing the book Tuesday, which was yesterday, and I did say that I wasn't ending this vlog until I finished that book. So I finally finished Binding 13. It took me longer. I mean, it is a 600-page book, so like, it makes sense why it took me a little while, but it did read very quickly, but also the font was so small, so all of that was working against me, but I did finish it. I did finish it. And like, I don't know how to talk about this book, because let me just say, the last 100 pages of this book, that alone was probably 5 stars, honestly. Now here's the thing, is that you needed those 500 pages beforehand to be so invested at that point that you cared so much about what was happening in those last 100 pages, because whiplash, like something bad happens, then something really good happens, then something like really funny happens. The scene in, I don't want to spoil anything, the scene in the hospital room is very funny. If you know, you know. I was chortling reading that. I was having such a good time. And then it got very, very, very bad at the end, and the book ended on such a cliffhanger. So where does that leave me with this book? I don't know. Like I said, you needed those 500 pages. Like, does this book need to be 600 pages? No. But I was so invested in these characters by the end of this book that the stuff that happens at the end, I cared a lot about what was happening to these characters, and I did not really expect that. I thought this would just be a silly, goofy time, and it got pretty dark. I would highly recommend checking the trigger warnings before you go into these books. I know there's different ones for the different books, but for this one, definitely heavy bullying, abuse specifically from a parent, and it gets like a lot. It gets pretty intense. An injury, a sports injury. I know I'm forgetting some. There is mention of rape. I know I'm forgetting some. I mean, sexism, because some of the things the boys say about girls in this book are like a little gross because they're teenage boys and teenage boys suck. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, so I definitely recommend checking the trigger warnings before going into this book because it gets pretty intense. Oh, also a miscarriage. Yeah, that's everything I can remember off the top of my head, but yes. So what did I rate this book? I was saying to my friend, like, it would feel valid to give this a 5-star, and it would feel valid to give it a 1-star, because the writing in this book was just not good. It was not good. I know this was self-published first, and yeah, you can definitely tell. Well, that's not very nice. There's some self-published books I know that are written extremely well, but I think you can kind of tell that there wasn't really an editor working on this book. And now that it's like, I don't know how much it changed from the self-published version to the traditionally published version. I don't know, but it definitely felt like it wasn't edited. But like I said, I cared so much about these characters, and I definitely would like to keep reading and see what happens in the next book, because that ending, like, I need to know. This is also very slow burn. Like, they don't kiss until page like 550. Like, so yeah. So I gave it a 3.5. I don't remember if I said that, but a 3.5, that felt fair because part of me loved it and part of me hated it. But I think I liked it more than I didn't like it. So a 3.5 felt fair to me. But yeah, I would love to know if you have read this book, what you thought of it, because I know so many people are obsessed with this series, and like, I get it. I get it now. I think I said, it was either in this vlog or last week's vlog, that I didn't get it. I get it. I really get it now. So yeah, 3.5 for that. As for With a Vengeance, I've read a little bit more. I mean, I did read a lot of it today, but I'm gonna talk about that in next week's vlog. So I don't have much to say about that, except it's going. I'm not disliking it. It's a fine murder mystery in my opinion. As someone who doesn't read a lot, I'm sure there's like things that, like, I know a lot of people who read a lot of murder mysteries did not like this book. But since I don't read a lot, there's probably a lot of like obvious things going on that I just don't know because I don't read a lot of them. So I'm just like listening to it and, you know, whatever. So yeah, so I'm gonna finally end this vlog. The whole Candy Crush thing, did that really work? I don't know, not really. I don't feel like I read more than I normally did, so that was kind of a bust. But I really wanted to do something fun with this vlog, so hopefully it was still fun. I don't know. I'm sorry that I wasn't very good at sticking to it, but if you watch till the end, leave a candy emoji, obviously. And yeah, so I'm gonna start next week's vlog right away, and I'll let you guys know what I picked up after Binding 13. So stay tuned for next week's vlog. There's a little teaser you you don't get to know unless you watch next week's vlog. But yeah, so I'm gonna go. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon with another video soon. Bye!